Do you like my cold brew? I don't. It's like Yukon Jack or something like that. I don't remember the brand name, but it was like it's a little. There's that little brown bottle that I brought in, and you like shake it really hard and then pop it and pour it, but it's like carbonated, so it's a sparkling.
Yeah, it kind of looks like vanilla Coke.
Right. Give it a shot,
like
dude.
A little
Try
bit.
Try a sip. It's really good.
Is it a porter or a stout?
No, it's just coffee, dude.
Oh, it's just coffee. This is it. This is an alcohol.
No, it's coffee, dude. It's not liquor. I have to go to class.
That's a good point. Oh yeah,
Isn't that real good?
That's weird,
dude.
That's a super weird taste.
Is that the first time you've ever had iced coffee?
Yes. No, it's not the first one. It's one of the times though. But anyway, hey, how's it going? Welcome everybody to Groutfits episode 8. Did you find that out on the?
I didn't check.
I think it's Groutfits.
I think it's 8. I think it's 8. If not, we're gonna title it differently and say the title incorrectly.
It may be looking a little different to you because
we got a new toy.
We just upgraded cameras, so it's no longer in 720. It's now 1920 by 1080. So if you're watching this right now, make sure you change the video quality settings so that you can see our ugly selves in even higher definition.
It's even better. I haven't showered.
Yeah, I have. I showered earlier today, but I mean, in the spirit of Groutfits, you kind of have to.
Yeah, it'd be gross.
You kind of have to be
slightly
a little bit different. I just wanted to bring up real quick that we hit 38 subscribers.
We did. Like we're hashtag. Really, finally, I couldn't think of another word besides finally famous, and I used that
because we were at 35 for episode 7.
Yeah,
and now we're up to 38.
Yes.
So the new challenge is 40, and we'll see if we can get there.
If we get to 40, if you're the 40th like, let us know. And
Hayden will put his hand in boiling water, and he already told me that he would do it.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to blanch my hand because for likes. Cause
no, I wouldn't do that either.
I'm going to put it in a toaster.
Have you seen the guy How to Basic on YouTube? He just hit 11 million subscribers.
How to Basic, it makes me so uncomfortable.
For those of you who don't know How to Basic is or what those videos are, it's the videos of the person in first person kind of destroying everything, like smashing eggs and
they start to do like a recipe and like crack the eggs open, stir it up, put a sock in there, smash the sock in there.
Yeah,
like,
it's pretty much just utter destruction. He like destroys like stoves and kitchens and bathrooms. But he had this thing where he was going to reveal himself after he hit 11 million subscribers. And so he had a face reveal video that has a ton of views right now where it's like 10 different YouTubers all claiming to be How to Be Basic. So nobody knows who he is yet.
Seriously? Mm-hmm. Anybody I would know?
No, probably not. I didn't know any of them.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. You probably know a few YouTubers that I don't know, but...
not too many. I think we usually share like the same crowd then too. I mean, I honestly can't think of anybody that I would know that you wouldn't know that has a personality. I mean, do you like Grace Helbig ever? Like to watch her?
Sounds really familiar.
She was on, she's in Cecilia. SB7's video.
Oh, yeah.
She's been on Always Open, I think, once now. But she's hilarious. She has her own channel then too. I've been kind of creeping into her a little bit more, but just haven't like gone all the way in yet then too. Also, speaking of like YouTube stuff then too, like I mean, obviously we're huge Roosterteeth fans. We only talk about it pretty much all the time. Every time. Did you see their thing about Roosterteeth TV they're doing?
No, I haven't.
They're doing a live TV app. So you have like an Apple TV, you plug it in, you can go home and you can do like Hulu, obviously, like everything else. I think they have an RT app now, which is a little finicky. I know it's on Xbox.
This is what I got on Xbox, yeah.
But they're updating the one for the phone, and the RT app is going to have a live stream of all of their stuff. So like they're going to have scheduled performance, like shows and everything then too. And when they're not doing anything, like in the wee hours in the morning, they'll have like reruns of like a Minecraft Let's Play or like on the spot then too. But they're going to have a programming schedule as they try to expand more, which I think is really neat because it's a program that entirely started on YouTube and is now branching out to like a network, like a fledgling network.
Have they talked about price points yet, or?
No, it's RT First stuff. So like if you're an RT First subscriber, you get to do it. You get to watch it. So all you have to do is like sign in with your shit. We would do, which is nothing. Same. I think they might like raise it like a little bit. I thought that I'd read that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I give them $5 a month.
I do more than that if I wanted to, if I could, but like
do you do the 5 or do you do more?
I do 5, but like if they were like, hey, we're gonna like double it, I'd be like, okay, whatever, triple it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I like to support content that I like.
Yeah, absolutely. But I thought that was neat because it's just like, again, just talking about the medium there. Like we watched Red versus Blue as kids, and now it's like pretty much a network, which is just kind of cool.
That's really sweet.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, I would definitely tune into that because it's pretty much all I watch before I go to bed anyway. It's that or Supernatural. So
yeah, that's fair. I do that or The West Wing,
which I still need to watch.
It's
on my list.
It's so good. Somehow Kayla managed to make it through like 7 seasons of Grey's Anatomy in like a month, and I've been working on The West Wing for like a year now, and I'm not even done with like the 5th season.
Well, Grey's Anatomy, it kind of just flows really easy. Like I don't know how West Wing ends each episode, but with Grey's Anatomy, what I've seen, I've only watched a few episodes. You want to watch the next episode immediately.
Are you speaking from like how much of Grey's Anatomy have you watched?
The whole McDreamy arc, or is it McSteamy? No, McDreamy.
McDreamy
arc.
McCreamy?
That's not a real person.
Maybe I'm thinking of a Pornhub video. Anyway.
No, but like they always end on like cliffhanger,
yeah,
drama endings. You know.
It can get kind of tacky too. I mean, sometimes it's good. Like for example, like Downton Abbey manages to like sit comfortably in that gap where it's like it's not necessarily a soap opera, but it's a little more dramatic than like an average like program, you know. Mm-hmm. So like it almost fits like on Starz or HBO with how much it fluctuates and how much happens every single episode in such a small amount of episodes, I guess. Like you think like anything on HBO, Game of Thrones, True Detective, Boardwalk Empire, True Blood.
Is there going to be a True Detective season 3? I think
yes, there is.
Oh, what is that guy's name? He was in Moonlight.
Mahershala Ali is going to play the lead.
Yeah.
Yep. And then Scoot McNairy, who was the sheriff in Godless, is going to be one of the opposite roles then too.
There's been talks that McConaughey might come back.
Yeah, I've seen that, right? But I don't think that'd be for one. I don't know why the hell he would. So we can just get more of him as like the whole point is we got a lot there, and then he like understood like he had a near death experience. It was like holy shit, I should like be alive and try things now. Like so I don't understand like why they would like maybe they could have like a cameo where somebody's investigating like a biker gang and he's in the biker gang like he was undercover.
That's one of the coolest long takes I've ever seen.
That tracking shot in episode 4 is just staggering. Like, it's so good.
The only one that I think is better is Daredevil.
Yeah, I don't even think the Daredevil one is good. I wouldn't say it's better though. I think it's different.
Think of how exhausting that whole fight scene was in Daredevil. That's the only thing I've seen of Daredevil, by the way. But
I've only seen that episode. 2 of those. Yeah. There's 2.
I'm thinking of the hallway shots.
Is he in the red suit yet?
Can't remember. So I know he's fighting people in a hallway.
There's one in season 1 where like he just like gets pissed off and just goes out and just is like, you know what, like fuck this, why don't I just going and beating them up? And that's so like, he just goes to this base and it's the last like 10 minutes of the episode where he just walks in, like kicks the door down or something and just goes to work, and it's going in the hallway and then it comes back out and it's like doing this like cool like maneuvering thing through a hallway. And there's one in the second season that's very similar where he's like beating people up with a chain in like a staircase. It's weird, but it's really good.
Wait, beating people up with a chain and a staircase?
Yes, he has the physical staircase in his hands. Like he went to Hogwarts, pick one of the moving ones up. Yeah. No,
that's kind of cool.
So it's really, really cool. And anytime a tracking shot like that is used, it's just, oh man, it's killer. But my point is with it, I think for me, True Detective really takes the cake because those are like in enclosed areas and it required like a lot of coordination, a lot of people to be involved in the same way that John Wick did. Mm-hmm. But like True Detective is it's a huge area. Like if something went wrong, everybody had to go back to exactly where they were then. I mean,
the production team has to be on the exact same page the whole time. I mean, and the actor can't mess up because if they mess up, everyone on the production team is going to hate them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I wish I knew like how they film stuff like that too, like how much work went into it. But for me, that's why I love that one so much, is because it's so dynamic. It's not just like a 10-minute beatdown. There's
from what I've seen, the lighting setups that are usually stationary for scenes, they have to be put on dollies themselves and have to follow with the camera. So everything has to be exact in following it, so that the lighting doesn't change on the actor.
I bet.
It's ludicrous. Something like that probably takes like a week to get that scene.
Yeah. And kind of touching back on the West Wing then too. I'm a huge Aaron Sorkin fan. I mean, The Newsroom, The West Wing. He also did The Social Network. Did A Few Good Men then too. He's done a lot of stuff. But one of his big things, like when you see an Aaron Sorkin thing, it's like, okay, well, obviously this is Aaron Sorkin. Is he has like walk and talk shots that are like almost mini tracking shots, and so scenes will start off where somebody walks in and they're talking, and they're like, there's a scene where Josh would hand off a paper to somebody else, and he like continues talking to CJ or something, and they just keep going, and it follows them, and then the scene changes. But it's like mini, like 30-second to 40-second, maybe even a minute long scenes all the time. Like it's not like 7 to 10 minutes of like, holy shit, are they gonna get found? Are they gonna get found? Are they gonna beat somebody up right now? Like it's really cool, and it always amps up the intensity, because when you have those cuts in scenes, it almost kind of gives you like a mental break where you're like, okay, I can take a second to process this scene. You have to be like,
we should make the whole 5-minute short that is entirely one take.
We can't make a 2-minute short with regular takes. So, I would love to, but
I think we could do something.
5 minutes of a tracking shot?
Yeah, we just have to be really stable with it. I got a few stabilizers.
That would just look like a UFO video. I mean, we could do that if it was porn. We wouldn't have to move the camera, but that would just look like a I don't know, like a homemade UFO video where somebody's like making a documentary tracking stuff around where they don't have to worry about quality for it. We don't have the facilities to do that. We don't have the lighting team.
We could do something. I could have Ben hold that light, which now on this new camera can be seen.
Is it really?
In the reflection, yeah, unfortunately.
Daggone.
Yeah, the other camera was such bad quality that you couldn't tell that there was a light there. But now you can. So that's fantastic.
All these extra pixels, dude.
Dude, I think that honestly, since we have this, we need to try to do another short. Because there's so much fun.
See,
we just don't have time.
It's not even that. I mean, we don't have time, but we don't have people to do it. Like it's so hard to organize something like that then too. And like right now, it's like I have class and I have work. We have to squeeze out pennies of like spare time that we have to even do this. And now, the Dad Radio Hour,
which we're recording tonight. At 9 o'clock, which is very exciting. The usual Groutfits recording time, but it has been bumped now.
Yeah,
we're doing Dad Radio Hour.
We're gonna have to fluctuate a bit with this then too.
Yeah. This is 8 weeks, 2 months of this.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say that I'm impressed we made it this far, because I say it every time.
That's true. In fact, that's how we open most of the videos.
Damn, dude, we really made it this far. Who's texting you? I'm right here. Don't look at your phone. We're on camera,
I'm
man.
sorry, there was an arrest made.
Oh?
All those campus robberies that were taking place.
You know what? I didn't hear anything about that. And I checked my NIU email, which I hate so much.
They need to get off of Outlook.
I love Outlook. I love Outlook so much.
Nope, Outlook's terrible.
I prefer Gmail at like Kish,
Gmail's the best way to do it.
But there was like 3 or 4 like shots fired, like burglary alerts in like within a day or two, and I was like, how does this happen?
I'm always wondering about the sometimes we get updates where it says that somebody fired into a crowd, but then doesn't give any information about it, like no one was hit. So what constitutes as a crowd and what constitutes as firing into the crowd? Is they just fire a gun in the general vicinity of a crowd and it was in the air?
I feel like you have to be a pretty bad shot if you like fire into a crowd.
Well, what is a crowd? Is a crowd, I guess 3 to 9 is a group. So anything above 9 would be a crowd?
Where did you pull that, dude?
My business communications class.
Is that really
shameless plug? Comms 361. I think I got the number right.
I don't know if that's a shameless plug. I mean, are you gonna do you want to like link your professor's email in the
there's one person
link to Blackboard below.
There's one person from my class and they're watching this and they're like, oh my god, I'm in that class. It's so exciting. I think 3 to 9 is a group, and then I guess after 9 would be a crowd.
Cool, dude. Cool. All right. Well, I think we should change the subject from shooting. Into a crowd.
Mm-hmm. No, I was just curious because that's the way they word the updates. It's always weird.
Fair enough. Oh man.
What do you want to change the topic to?
I don't know. See, this is what makes this so natural and fluid. Is we just we shoot first, Damn it. I did it again. And ask questions later. Han shot first. Anyway.
I was going to bring up this really cool water bottle that you got here.
It's sparkling water, dude. It was 2 for $4 at Hy-Vee.
Really?
I love it, yeah.
Aqua Pana Toscana Italia.
Acqua Pana Toscana Italia.
You know this water probably doesn't come from Italy.
I mean, it says so.
Yeah, but it's probably just...
What do you mean, they're lying to me?
It's probably just Illinois water, and they put it into a...
No.
There's no way they're shipping that from Italy.
Store in a clean, cool... That's not what I was looking for. Scarperia e San Piero, Italy, by San Pellegrino makes this. What? It's just probably the same water in a different bottle.
That's what I'm saying.
Distributed by Nestle Waters, North America Incorporated, Stamford, Connecticut.
Okay, so see, it's not coming from Italy.
Bottled at the source, Acqua Pana, Scarperia e San Piero, Italy. That was the rest of the sentence that I didn't read.
They're not doing it. It's all fake.
They can't lie. That's false advertising.
That's not false advertising. There's no regulations that say that they can't say it's from somewhere else.
You're just making that up, dude.
No, I'm sure it's real.
No, Kevin Bacon wasn't in Footloose. Good Lord.
No, that's ridiculous.
So you went and saw the new Tomb Raider movie then in
I did.
Austin, right?
Yeah, I saw it at the Alamo Draft House.
Good old Alamo
which,
Draft
if you ever
House.
find yourself in Texas, that is the place to go. I don't know if you remember how long South Lamar is. Of a street. We decided to walk it because we thought that'd be fun.
Huge, dude.
It was really big. And so we walked all the way from the graffiti park about 4 miles down South Lamar to the draft house. We went to the same one that we went to. The mics picked that up, I think. What is that? Is this...
You're slipping out. So you walked on South Lamar.
Yeah. And we did this in like 85, 90-degree weather. And Shane actually at one point, he was like, I didn't think I was going to make it.
It's so...
Because they all wore jeans.
But why? Did they not listen to me talking about going out and wearing jeans in the evening in a fucking air-conditioned bar and still being hot?
Shane and Will don't really own shorts. They own like a few pairs, but really they're jeans people.
I don't...
In khakis.
I just don't get that. I don't get it.
I love shorts.
I have to have shorts. I would rather just not wear pants. No shorts at all. Nothing. Just literally like dick out, nothing at all. I wear a shirt.
No, that's the
and
worst.
maybe some slippers, but no pants.
No
man.
guy should ever be pantsless with a shirt on. That is the most ridiculous looking thing in the world. Like there's no way anyone would take that seriously ever. Like if you just like heat of the moment and you got like Barry Manilow playing in the background and you open up the door.
It's always shirt off first, right?
Shirt off first, yeah. Because if you walk in there with pants off and just a shirt, you look like a really unfortunate person.
You look like you didn't finish wiping or like didn't wipe well enough and you had to change your clothes.
Do you like music as like a mood getter?
Yeah, I mean, like when I'm like queuing up for an Overwatch match, I really like to have some music playing in the background there. But
what's the music you listen to when you play Overwatch?
Oh man, that's a good question. You know, honestly, I'd probably Kesha.
Yeah, Kesha's actually really good.
Yeah, it just gets me going.
What's that song? Blah blah blah.
Roar. That's Katy Perry.
That's Katy Perry.
Not Rar. That was 2003 MySpace.
Blah, blah, blah gets me so jacked.
I actually don't listen to Kesha.
Oh, my God. It's so good. It's so good. It's got the people from 303, I think. Yeah.
Oh,
Which I wonder what they're doing now.
How old do you think they are?
The people from 303 or Kesha?
Well, Kesha's like
303 is probably in their 30s too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. You know, it's so funny. I was thinking about it the other day because we're coming to the last ever Warp Tour here, which is like heartbreaking. All these people who have been doing this forever, like I mean, you think like Blink-182 has been making pop punk, and they're in their like 40s now.
Yeah,
and it's just so funny to me because the music, like I think of that music, and I'm like, man, when I was like 14, 15, like, that was awesome. That was it, and everybody was like, they were close enough to my age, so it was like cool. But now I'm like 24, and I'm like, these guys are like almost 40, singing about breakups. And which I think Blink managed to avoid in California. They really matured with that, and then same with Neighborhoods then too. But like 303 is like, do you realize that you're an adult?
Do you think that adult breakups don't hurt as much as teen breakups? If anything, they probably hurt more.
No, I mean, I guess they're well, we can go buy alcohol and deal with it now, which I think makes a world of a difference.
That's true. You have different outlets to drown your sorrows, I guess. Basically, I can see what you're saying with like people like Eminem with his most recent album. He has nothing left to get angry about.
I think he just needs to stop. I think he should have stopped 2 albums ago.
What's the song? Is it River or something with Ed Sheeran? What is that one called?
I don't know. Is that off his new album?
I think so. It was one of the singles, I think.
Haven't listened to it.
It was good. I liked it, but I think I might have liked it because of Ed Sheeran. I'm not sure.
You know what? He's like, he should have just stopped because he like definitely found his place. He definitely carved his way and found the throne and sat down on it, and it was like, and really, really, really just is like, this is mine for like 100 years now. I mean, he is going to be classical rap, in 50 years. Like he's gonna be one of the guys. And I think now it's just like he's at the Beatles where they keep putting out music, and it's like, this is really good. Wow, this is really good. Now it's like, we get it. We get it. You can rap fast. You have a bit of a nasally voice then too. You're angry about stuff then as well. I think he just needs to kind of David Beckham it. He needs to he should have a while ago, but he needs to just stop. And that's it. Just stop.
I think
before he puts out straight trash.
People will say that about his last album, and not a lot of people liked it. Marshall Mathers LP 2, which came out in 2013, is probably my favorite of his.
Really?
Yeah. It's super good. It's got some songs with. It's got a song with Kendrick that's really, really good on there. Headlights is fantastic, which is basically just like a apology to his mom kind of thing for the songs that he's put out about her, which is really touching. And that has the dude from Fun, and I always forget his name.
Nate Roos.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that album I absolutely love.
I mean, there was a lot of stuff I liked on it. I felt like a lot of times it was pretty reaching. Like he like ran out of things to sample, and remix. So he just literally did a cop out of what's that? The Joe Walsh song. My Maserati goes 185.
Oh yeah, and that's a good song.
I love that song.
That he takes. I like that he takes rock songs and does it.
Right, but like the whole album was just stuff like that, and I'm like, can we just stop?
All right, top 3 favorite albums of all time.
Top 3 favorite albums of all time.
Or hit me with your first. And actually, can I guess? Your favorite album of all time is the Black Album by Metallica.
Nope, dude. We talked about this, dude. All right,
that has to be in the top 3.
So we'll just go back and forth so it gives us time to think. So my first one is Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City.
That one's your first.
Absolutely, hands down, any day of the week.
Okay, mine is the self-entitled album by Blink back in.
Is it really?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
With Feeling This?
Feeling This, and it has my favorite song by them, which is All of This.
Oh yeah. Violence was on that, wasn't it?
Yep.
No.
Violence was on there with Obvious. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great album. Holy cow.
Yeah, that one's my favorite one of all time, and I don't think it'll ever change.
Fair enough. I think my second favorite album of all time, and honestly, the second and third is going to be a hard one. Kendrick is just like absolutely it. Second-ish, third-ish would probably be The King is Dead from the Decemberists, which is real good.
Okay.
I have to almost look through my phone now to see what else I'm missing.
You'll have to send me that one because I know you've played a little bit of them before.
Oh, it's so good, dude. It's so good. So, all right. What's yours?
Second for me is, it's probably, I don't even know.
Now, see, now you're
second and third are honestly really tough.
It is hard.
Because one always, sticks out. That's like the same with movies, is I always have one number one, and then after that, it's, kind of a toss-up.
Well, I have one number one until I start thinking about it. Like, if you ask me, I'm like, yeah, that's it. And then I'm like, well, hold on a minute. That one doesn't include this feature, which I really like in this movie, and I think it trumps. It's just, so I have a hard time, I've honestly kind of just given up on trying to say this is my favorite thing of all time. I just have a lot of things that I love a lot because...
You are super romantic with things.
I am. Again, talking about it, but yeah, it's any day of the week. Good Kid, Mad City is just gonna be like, yep.
Well, that one's fantastic because it tells a story.
Yeah, it's a concept album.
And concept albums are always cool. I think the first concept album I ever listened to was Green Day, and which album was that? Was that the one with the heart?
American Idiot?
No, not American Idiot.
21st Century Breakdown?
That's it. That's a good one. That's a concept album.
Yep, that's a good one then too. That was a pretty underrated album. It had some good singles on it, but the rest of it, there's so many other songs on there that didn't get any attention. like Peacemaker, whatever. It's got like a Spanish like mariachi vibe almost, and it has this acoustic guitar that's like doom 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 doom. It's really weird, but it's awesome.
Have I ever shown you Rodrigo y Gabriela?
Yes, yeah, actually,
So good.
that's one of our demos at work. Is
it really?
I can't remember the name of the song, but like every time it comes on, it's like, and it's like we have it on the Play 5 demo for Sonos. So you, like, I start it, and it just like throughout the whole store.
It's amazing. People who incorporate drumming while playing guitar on their acoustic guitar just really gets me.
Oh,
It's just super good.
have you seen? I think it's the guy's name is John Gum. I think I shared it with you a few years ago, but I saw it on ultimateguitar.com, and he was like playing a song where he was finger picking it, and then he would play a note, and he would like tune down, and go, and then do.
Did he have super long fingernails?
No, he had the picks on there, dude.
Okay, a lot of people.
He's not a creepy guy.
A lot of people have really long fingernails when they strum or pick the guitar like that.
Do you think they collect them
Like after they fall off?
after they fall off? They're like,
No, I mean, why would they lick it first?
because they're one with the guitar, dude.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so say you go to a concert and you absolutely love the guitarist that's on stage. The first person that I can think of is Sinister Gates. So Sinister Gates is playing, and his nail breaks off, and it breaks off in your general direction. You catch it. You catch it. Do you keep it?
What? Do you keep his?
Do you keep it? Because then you could say that this was Sinister Gates. This was his fingernail, and I have it.
See, the thing is I'm like, no, I wouldn't. But there are people who are like,
people who grab like gum and stuff.
oh God,
Yeah,
they like grab gum from under tables and chew on it, or like make statues of people in their closet with it.
Oh, that's gross. Oh, that reminds me of Helga from Hey Arnold.
That was the reference.
Nice, yeah. We had a good childhood, I think.
I think we did too. I think people like are too hard on a lot of the cartoons today.
I disagree. I think they're garbage, and we have better cartoons in our day.
No way, man. No way. Like Adventure Time and like what the average show, whatever it is. Like there's a lot of gold in there. Chowder back in the day was dumb, but now I'm like, this is really kind of funny. Then I think there's a point like where before we were like when we kind of phased out of cartoons and then made it to like adult shows where there's like, I watch all that and the Amanda Show and you're just too old enough to watch the Kids' Choice Awards, but you still do because you don't want to watch you can't watch the Golden Globes yet. Yeah. Where there was like everything sucked. And then now I think we're kind of coming out of this like almost like a renaissance of like Cartoon Network and like cartoon shows. Like again, going back to like Adventure Time, going back to like a rebirth of Dragon Ball, which is I still haven't watched Super, but like it's awesome.
I haven't either.
It's supposed to be awesome, and I mean that's what I grew up with. That's what you grew up with, So I don't know. I think it's pretty rad. I think there's a lot there that we just don't watch it regularly. So it's like obviously when I go, it's not Kids Next Door.
That's pretty much how I feel, though. I'm starting to become the older generation where you're like, what we had was better, and I want to get away from that, but it's hard not to.
Don't do that.
We just had really good cartoons.
We did have really good cartoons.
I realized that I was talking to a few people about...
But The Witcher 3 is better than Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
I can agree with that.
Dude,
But you're going to get roasted because everyone's going to...
I posted that. I was like drunk one night and I posted that on Facebook. No, just knowing I was going to start an argument and I ended up like just deleting because I kept getting comments and I'm like, this is not what I wanted. I don't know why I did this. But people are like, no, it's not. The Legend of Zelda. And I love Ocarina of Time, but I just wanted to start an argument. But I think what's important there is we have to be willing to accept change and progression there then and go, you know what? I'm not always right about everything, even though I have been alive longer than some of these chillins,
I just think objectively we're better than them.
Well, I think I'm objectively better than you, and I don't let that like deter me from being friends with you.
Yeah, you still take my advice from time to time.
I still take
things from
your advice.
I don't know. You're right. We should absolutely.
It's hard though.
Be on board. I've never had an interest in watching Adventure Time.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But I want to tie this back to the Tomb Raider then too, real quick.
Oh, we were talking about Tomb Raider. That's right.
We were for a second, yeah. But no, it relates to it then too. Mm-hmm. Now this is like, I mean, I'm not gonna like say this speaks for a lot of people, but like reading a lot of the comments on like IGN's trailer and whatnot, or just like like comments on trailers where people are like, oh, this isn't Lara Croft, you know. Kind of goes back to that whole like unwillingness to accept that things are changing with it. Then too, like one of the ones that I've read kind of commonly is that the fact that her boobs aren't big enough, you know, or she's not like curvaceous like she like the old models used to be. Which is well, for one is the whole point of rebooting is to make her look like a human, like not like she's an accident with a computer. Actually, do you know how her boobs got so big in the first couple of games?
No.
Legend has it, one of the developers, and this is like really you didn't think to just make them big in the first place. Legend has it, one of the developers was going and was adjusting one of the polygons on her boobs and like put the decimal in the wrong spot. So instead of it being like 0.08, it was like, or like 0.08, it was like 0.8, you know? So I mean, so you again, you have to go like, really? You wouldn't make an adventure in short shorts with big tits? Like, why? It's Hollywood. It's Hollywood. It's media. Of course you would. But
oh yeah, they over-sexualized that game for sure.
Yeah, but like even with the movie then too, with Alicia Vikander as Lara Croft. I mean, just going back to Angelina Jolie, one, because people just like Angelina Jolie, but two, because Angelina Jolie has like has a much like curvier figure, which is more akin to the traditional Lara Croft. So I was like, I just thought it was funny, and I'm like, I'm offended. I'm personally offended by it.
Dude, I love the new movie, but I can see where people would get angry, not because of the curves thing, that they would get angry because if you were to see Captain America that came out in the next year or so, and Chris Evans wasn't Captain America, I could see where people would get a little frustrated.
Yeah, but there's like a 10-year difference, and there's entire like if Captain America was rebooted entirely, that'd be that would be different. Like that would be like, well, they're making a movie off of this new like the SpiderMan movies, like how Spider-Man has been reinvented and rebooted so many times that it's like,
and they finally got it right. Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man, I think.
I think he's really good. Yeah, I think he's up there.
Tobey Maguire's the best Peter Parker.
I really did like. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think Tobey Maguire was the best Peter Parker, but Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield doesn't fit anything. He was good. I like the Amazing Spider-Man, but
like
he's
the
too
Aldi
cool.
brand Spider-Man.
He's too cool to be Peter Parker, and he's not cool enough to be Spider-Man.
Yeah, I liked that they really had him as a kid, you know, in this. Like he really was like a teenager. I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah, and I read somewhere, and we got to wrap up in a sec here, but I read somewhere that Spider-Man is stronger than Captain America. Or, yeah, he's stronger, he just hasn't realized his potential yet, since he's young.
I think there's a yes and no, there's a little bit more there for it, because the whole thing is like, he was bitten by a radioactive spider, he also has the approximate like strength to like size ratio that a spider does as well. Kind of like with ants, you know, they can lift like 10 times their body weight. Like it's nothing or something like that. It's something stupid. So kind of like that then too. And then also with the symbiote suit, it's like, I mean, it's an entirely different ball game. But yeah, like Captain America's like, you don't really get a clear answer on like what he's actually capable of doing. You're just like, oh, he's really strong and really fast. But
I'm calling it right now that Infinity War Part 1 is going to be a whole lot of superheroes dying, and then they're all going to be brought back in Part 2 using the stone that Doctor Strange has.
I bet they'll kill a bunch, and the Part 1 will end, and it's going to be like, oh my God, what are we doing? It's going to have like an Empire Strikes Back ending, or like a Last Jedi ending, where they're just like completely like, can we do this still? Can we win? We just suffered a major loss. And then the last movie is going to, the other part's going to be them coming, the survivors coming back and going, oh, yeah, we can.
And then Goku comes down.
Goku.
All right, well, I think this will be the end of Groutfits episode 8.
Oh, yeah, we're almost there. Almost to 10, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. And we upgraded the camera, and we're recording Dad Radio Hour number 1 tonight, so.
It's going to be pretty rad. So we're going to have 2 episodes of stuff up tomorrow. Like, what?
Yeah. And, I should probably mention, too, with Dad Radio Hour, it's going to be on iTunes, probably by Thursday. It's going to be on their website, on Facebook, on Spotify, I want to say. I I think I'm a little hazy on where exactly it's
Whatever, it'll be up more than YouTube. So
yes.
It
won't be video though. It's going to be strictly audio.
And I think we talked about it before then too. Did we discuss exactly how who owns the IP then as well with it?
Yeah, it's a partnership. So we're able to repost it on our thing, but we have to give them credit.
Yeah.
So it's a partnership that we don't reflect the views of.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in to another podcast of nothing. As always, feel free to recommend to your friends if they had nothing to do, like driving or doing laundry, and they want to have somebody there to chat with them. But beyond that, feel free to check out Drunk Nation, again, being linked in the description, and Pro Meals on Facebook if you are hungry ever and don't want to cook shit.
Which, if you're terrible at cooking like me, just do that. Go get Pro Meals, please.
Good to go.
All right, cool. Adios, everybody.
Peace.